Good morning, watch fans. This is Big Jim with the Big Wrist talking about watches. Today we're going to do a 6-month update on owning a Rolex. This is my OP39 Blue I bought back in the second week of March. I realize it's been 6 months. I've worn it at least once a week, sometimes longer, since I bought it. When I bought this watch, I had 37 watches. I have since thinned the herd considerably, and this is now part of my core. And is that a scratch on my bezel? I hope not. No, it's not. It's not a scratch. It's like, whoo, that would suck. Scratching the sapphire on a Rolex, that would be a story. There's a video. No, it's not a scratch. It's just goobers. Yeah, see that sapphire is spectacular still. I thought I had a scratch on it. It's going to lose my mind. But anyways, yeah, the watch is spectacular. It's in perfect condition. Scratches on the bracelet, of course. One small scratch on the bezel right at the 12, and another tiny, tiny one between the 10 and the 11. Probably not going to show up on this. You really can't see them. And then a bunch of scratches over here on the bracelet. Get that to focus. Scratches on the bracelet. A couple on the clasp. I think there's probably a couple of marks on the adjustment, because I've of course adjusted it out. It's on the middle. It's on the middle adjustment. You can't really see it. And of course I added 3 links because I have an 8.5-inch wrist. And this is designed out of the box to only fit a 7 3/4. Make sure you know that when you buy the entry-level Rolexes, they don't have a lot of adjustment. They don't have a lot of extra links. An AD could probably hook you up on the spot. I bought this on the gray market from Watchbox. Paid $55 sticker price with a couple of coupons. I got it down to $52 delivered. Really good price. It is now trending on, it's a discontinued watch now, of course. OP39 is discontinued. It's now trending in the mid-6s to the mid-7s and new for about $8,000. Ridiculous. Not selling. So I'm very happy with the watch, and I have no desire to sell it. So 1 year on the wrist, 6 months on the wrist. What do I got to say? It's a 2-second-a-day watch. If you're wearing it, 3.5 seconds or so on the laying on the bedside like this. It's about 3.5 seconds if you leave it there for 12 hours. Not 3. I'm sorry. It's 1.5 seconds if you leave it like this for 12 hours. Pick it up and it'll be 1.5 seconds faster than it was. That makes it a 3-second watch off the wrist and a 2-second watch on the wrist. I assume just by wearing it, you're keeping it keeping everything moving around, and it does better when it's on the wrist, like most watches do. This is, of course, a Rolex. It's regulated to 5 positions, and I can't complain. I drop it in the watch box like this, not a winder, a box. If I leave it like this in the watch box, it'll be a 2-second-a-day watch also. So I actually have one watch more accurate than this, an automatic. I have a Tudor Black Bay 41 in black. My first luxury watch I bought 6 or 7 months before I bought this one. And it is a 1 second, actually slightly less than 1 second a day watch. Really, really good accuracy for an automatic. Of course, I have a bunch of G-Shocks, and they're all half second or less a day. I have one that's it's 1 second every 3.5 or 4 days. It's pretty accurate. It's like 8 seconds a month. Pretty accurate G-Shock. But anyways, so this is 6 months on the wrist. I recommend anyone who's thinking about getting a Rolex and can afford it, find a way to do it. I mean, it's a luxury watch. It is the premier luxury watch in many people's minds. Those of us who've been around watches a really long time understand it's not the premier luxury watch, but it is an excellent tool watch. Very durable, extremely accurate, very, very good polishing. They make this watch to be worn. It's all, brushed links. Everything is very well, polished and finished. It's designed to be worn. It's not really a showpiece. Very pretty dial, granted. Very nice lume. The little green indices, people don't like those. When you're wearing the watch, you don't even see it, really. 90% of the time, people don't even notice the green. The blue is what they see. They see that big, giant blue sunburst, and they go, ooh, pretty watch. So, I am actually wearing my other blue. I have only a couple of blue watches now. I've sold everything. My Seiko Samurai, Save the Ocean. It's significantly bigger. It's a diver. It's the only diver I really love. I have another diver I like. But the Save the Ocean's a great watch. It really has. It has a crown and winding mechanism that is equal to the Rolex for smoothness. I mean, the Rolex is really super nice. Look at that. There's no noise when you unwind it. There's no grit. It winds like a dream. You can't even hear it. Really, just the slightest little noise. Very, very good crown. Very tight seal. When you wind it up and tighten it down, it just fits. It's very comfortable. They really knock it out of the park when they do their watches. Great bracelet with the 20 millimeter lug. It tapers down to 16 on a very good clasp. It's got this friction tilt. Here's the friction tilt part. See that? When it's locked in place, it's flat. To unlock it, you pull back. Comes unlatched beautifully. It's got the Rolex engraving in there. All stainless steel pins that are screwed in place. Everything has got a little bit of Loctite on it to keep them coming out. They just know what they're doing. Great watch. So I recommend anyone who's thinking about getting one, just go get one. I know the prices are outrageous right now. You can get them used like new condition at very good prices. Still in the $6,000, $7,500, between $6,000 and $7,000 range. $7,500 will probably get you one new in the box, untouched. It might be a little high. If you can wait for the 41, you need a bigger watch. The 41's coming out, before the end of the year. I would like to get to the black 41 with the double indices as a daily and leave this as my dress. It's a great dress watch. Look how thin that sucker is. It's a great dress watch. Fits under the cuff. It just is a great dress watch, and that's what I use it as, a dress watch. I still wear it, for other things, but when I put on a long sleeve shirt and a tie and a coat, which has happened a couple times a year, this is the one I reach for. So you all have a great morning. This has been Big Jim on the Big Wrist. If you like what I do, like how I say it, please like, subscribe, and tell a friend, and have a great morning.